I've recently been doing a podcast on relationships and the idea of cheating and have gone more into depth with it. But I just wanted to have a brief discussion on relationships and this constant obsession with them. You see it all the time. You see it in the media. You're constantly seeing it on the news. I mean, it's just all the time. I understand that there is a need to balance the yin yang. That happens though on multiple levels. It's not just in a relationship. But when you are in one, you are basically reflecting back to you something about yourself. So if there's issues in the relationship, you have to look for yourself first to see what is happening. Relationships that I've had before are where I outgrow. So I've outgrown my ex, for example. It just happens. It happens naturally. People are not meant to be in relationships for 50 years. So I see a lot of people who are either have children and then they're divorced and they're looking for relationships again. Don't look for relationships. Just fix your own energy and then the relationship will come to you. Don't settle for anything less than what is owed to you by the universe. And you don't just settle for anybody, because this is what everybody's doing because they're desperate, they don't want to be alone, and they think that they're in love, and it's just not true. Love doesn't work like that. And this desperate need to be with somebody and put your expectations on somebody else because that's how you think that it should be is a false. And you're limiting yourself. You are limiting yourself to one person or one idea when you could be expanding yourself into many, many, many relationships, having more than one affair with the universe. Put yourself out there. Be a complete whore with the universe. This is what the universe loves. So I really implore people to stop looking. It's not the way to do it. Don't go on dating sites. Don't look on Facebook. Don't bother, doing. Men are natural hunters. I understand this, but they need to start with yourself. For example, if you are a man and you're not in contact with your primal self, if you get in contact with your primal self, women will flood to you like there's no tomorrow, so you don't have to worry about anything. They will come to you, they will be drawn, they will be magnetically pulled to you, and you won't even have to bat an eyelash. You don't even have to do anything. They will just come. A woman, same thing. If she is absolutely beautifully wild and primal, she doesn't have to do anything. She will walk and heads will just turn. It happens. She does not have to do anything. She doesn't have to go and get the latest design dresses and, $1,000 bags. You don't need any of that. It's all about energy. So if you contact the primal, primitive side of yourself, you will be pulling people from everywhere who are attracted to you, and they won't even know why they're attracted. And it's because of that primal energy that is so important. So, just so, what's the word am I looking for? It's potent. It's the potent energy. So how do you do this? How do you become more primal? And first thing is, first you need to be by yourself. So you have to be able to be alone. That's the first thing. When you put an expectation on somebody else, you give away your power over to them. And secondly, you expecting something back that they should provide to you because you've decided that it's going to be a slave relationship. It doesn't work like that. So you need to be able to start being alone, contacting yourself by looking into different types of archetypes, examining yourself on a different level than where you are doing now, looking at yourself through a different way, not telling yourself the same story over and over again about where you've come from, your bitterness, your old relationships. All this nonsense that you just keep regurgitating creates the reality again of your new relationship that's coming. Instead of being open, instead of focusing your ideas, your energy on a different type of romance, a different type of affair, directing your energies to having an affair more with life than having an affair with another person. This will bring yourself into alignment with yourself, into your primal self, and it will automatically start to draw people to, and they won't even know why they're coming. They won't know why you're coming. Currently, we've got very few people who are primal. Even if they think they are, their energy is screaming very loudly. So if you are interested in that type of relationship, and you're not chasing women because and the poor me attitude, and poor me, I've suffered, we don't want to hear about it. Women will never respect that, and a needy woman will never be able to attract a man who isn't needy himself. So we're attracting, like is attracting like. So the best thing to do is to go into your authentic self and discover the amazing person that you are, the unique person that you are, and the magic person that you are, because you will have all this ability to attract the other, another polarity of yourself, another fragment of yourself, maybe a soulmate, you never know. But don't put any expectations on anybody ever. You are the only one that you need to put your expectations on, and even that is pushing it. It's always just good to be able to live joyfully. And if you're too joyful and you're covering something up, again, that is something nobody will want that to, nobody will accept that. It doesn't vibrate authentically. We're looking at authenticity here. So move with the primal, move with the energies, and put your focus on romancing the universe, romancing life, walking with joy, projecting joy, becoming a creator. And then you'll see how things change around you. I know it's a very intricate path. It's quite, you really need to do a lot of work, but it's so worth it. Thank you for listening.